Hello everybody, my name is Omega Zulu
Hi.
and welcome to an audio commentary. Now I've never done a video like this before
Me neither.
and I brought with me Jacob here,
It's
aka
Multi-Deathspank. That's my online name, okay?
Anyway, so yeah, if you've ever seen one of these videos before, all you have to do is put in your copy of Iron Man, which is a movie we're going to be watching, and we're going to sync up and you can listen to our wonderful voices while we watch Iron Man with you, the audience.
Yeah.
So, are you ready, Multi-Deathspank, Jacob?
I'm ready to watch the movie with all our lovely fans out there.
Which equates to about 0 right now, but anyway. So yeah, if you got a copy of Iron Man on DVD or Blu-ray, all you have to do is plug it, put it right in your DVD, Blu-ray player, and go at the main menu, because that's where we are right now. We are at the main menu. We see Iron Man looking at his little hologram thingy.
See his nice metal butt right there.
Yeah, it's a nice metal butt right there. Anyway, so are you ready to start this thing, Jacob?
I am ready to watch this movie. Are you ready to watch this movie?
I'm ready, Mr. Krabs. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
I got that quote completely wrong. Okay, so we are going to be starting the movie in 3. Well, so you can sync up with. So if you can sync up with us, we're not playing it right now. So if you can sync up with us in 3, 2, 1.
Not now.
Now, okay.
Now we're all watching it.
PG-13, strongly cautioned.
Just strong language and violence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Don't know if my mommy knows I'm watching.
Jacob, you completely ate your sandwich.
I know, and it really sucks because I have a piece of lettuce stuck between my teeth. It's a good thing this isn't a video that they see our faces.
Eating Subway. Yeah, not sponsored by Subway.
No.
Wish it was sponsored by Subway.
That means we'd be getting these sandwiches for free.
So, yeah. This is the movie that started the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it.
Yeah, it was a good liftoff, if I do say so myself, because it was, honestly, watching this movie, boosted my fandom for Iron Man even more.
Iron Man's your favorite character, am I right?
Yes, it's my favorite, especially, I guess
right under Spider-Man for you.
He's my favorite superhero, okay. I almost said my favorite Marvel superhero, but overall, I think he is my favorite superhero.
Yeah, this is a great movie. Robert Downey Jr. is one of the best actors out right now.
Oh yeah, he fits the role just perfectly. I mean, I don't think I could see any other person playing as Tony Stark, because he fits the douche.
They almost got Tom Cruise to play him. Did you know that?
Yeah, well, I could see Tom Cruise kind of doing it.
Oh, there he is right now. He's such a funny guy.
Exactly.
I like those glasses he's wearing. Yeah. So, what did you think about the opening for this movie?
The opening? Well, it was a nice pick.
The choice to put the scene that takes place later in the movie right on the front. I liked it.
Well, it's a good way to get people interested in the very beginning. I mean, doing this for almost any movie would really get someone to get interested. Like, oh, wait, how'd this happen? How did he get to here? How is he? What's going on? Very cool.
It is very cool to take a picture with Tony Stark.
What wouldn't be?
Yeah, this movie is a lot more grounded in reality than the upcoming Marvel movies.
Well, I mean, that's what Marvel tries to strive for. Is like more grounded.
Now, as long as no explosions go on right here, too late. He'll be fine.
I can't look. It's too violent. Oh,
she's dead. Oh,
I like this part right here.
I'm not exactly sure on the angle of that bullet right. Oh, okay, no.
It's this part right here. Dead.
It's a good thing none of those bullets that went right through that side of the door, none of them hit him right there.
It's really not. I almost feel like they should have done like a cartoon thing where it outlined his body.
He just sees like bullet holes just make a perfect outline of his body on the other side of the car.
Honestly, if that ever happened to me, it's like a perfect outline of me. And I was just like, Wow, you're good.
Block it with your heart. No, that didn't work.
Here, let me kind of stand right here.
So my chest gets all the impact.
Exactly. Now that I look
so this is it. This is the origin of the first superhero in the MCU.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what I was actually looking.
It's a lot more grim than all the other movies.
Oh yeah. But like when I was looking at him when he was sitting like right next to that rock, I think it looks like he could have just rolled behind the rock. Actually.
Yeah. Well, if you're under fire, you're gonna be panicked and all that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm just imagining one of these terrorists that's on camera is putting up a peace sign right next to Stark, like, "Look, Mom, I'm on camera.
Look, Mom, I'm on camera. See, I am on
Iron
movie.
Man."
Stop it, regime. This is serious.
Okay, so what do you so what do you think about Obadiah Stane?
I think he is definitely a good what's the right word I'm looking for?
Villain.
What? Well, villain, but there's a certain word I'm looking for.
Antagonist.
He is. It's not the word I'm looking for, but it means the same thing I want. He's a good trickster in a way. You know what I mean?
All right, so basically we're going to be putting a lot of spoilers in this movie. So if you haven't seen the movie, what are you doing listening to us right now? And there's Winter Soldier just murdered Howard Stark right there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, spoilers for
Jeff
future
Bridges.
movies.
Whoa. I'm just gonna stop
Putting it down. All right. So yeah, basically all this technology is pretty much meaningless with S.H.I.E.L.D. running around with their way more advanced technology. Oh, what's that? You got a ballistic missile that homes in on your enemy. Flying helicarrier.
We got something better for that. We got something against that. We got something better than that. We even got something better than that.
Hey, look! What happened to Rhodey's face?
What?
So much different than everything else. So anyway, the reason they didn't get him to play Rhodey anymore, I think, was because of
By the way, we were
issues with money.
discussing the actors who played Rhodey before this.
Yeah. He didn't get as much of a paycheck as, from what I understand, Robert Downey Jr., so he didn't want any of that. So I think that's why he's left, but I'm not sure.
So he quit out of because he wasn't getting enough. I could understand how that would be a reason to quit.
Mm-hmm. It's not a reason you and I would quit. I would love to be in the MCU.
Well, the thing is, like, since this is the first major beginning for the MCU,
yeah, but they didn't know. They didn't know.
No one knew. I really like Jeff Bridges. He's an awesome actor.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I ever saw Jeff Bridges was probably in Tron, which is probably his like real cinematic debut, or I guess at least for me.
That's an awesome introduction to Tony Stark's Playboy side.
Shows how much he's a douche.
Ladies man.
Ladies man douche.
Rhodey's all, don't make me get plastic surgery and turn into Captain Planet. Have you seen those videos of Captain Planet War Machine?
No.
It's hilarious. Damn, I forget the actor's name.
The guy who's playing Rhodey right now?
Yeah.
I don't know, but he's actually a really funny guy.
Yeah, he's hilarious, but I can't remember for some reason. I think he does a better job.
Huh?
I think he does a better job.
He does.
When I first saw him in Iron Man 2 in the opening shot with him coming down, I was like, where's Rhodey? Where's Rhodey? Because I didn't know they switched actors. So I was completely confused through half the movie who Rhodey was. And then I realized at the very, right around the time when they fought each other, like, oh, that's Rhodey.
Oh, man.
All right. We are right now at the scene with the woman who just came up.
Woman.
Right. See, I think she was in Iron Man 2 as well. And there's the director right there. Happy Hogan.
The director?
Yeah, it's the director.
Where?
That's him.
No, that looked like Buddy.
No, that's Happy Hogan.
Happy, Buddy. You know, same thing. Yeah, she was in Iron Man 2. She was Hammer's date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I remember seeing like the tension in the bar that they were at. Yeah.
She's a good actor.
Did you say she?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. She is a good actor.
Hey, it's a reference to Howard Stark working with World War II.
I think that would have been. I think the guy who played Howard Stark actually would have played a pretty good Walt Disney.
Oh yeah. That's what she said.
Ooh yeah.
Skin on skin, let the love begin.
And done.
Broke her neck.
Another one bites the dust.
Oh, that's not until Iron Man 2.
You
There's Vision.
mean Jarvis?
No, I mean Vision.
Jarvis.
Vision.
Jarvis.
Jarvis.
Yeah. You can't use that Bugs Bunny crap on me. That doesn't work on me.
And it's a nice house. I would love to live in a house like that.
It is a damn good house.
Just to trash it. Malibu, California.
Meteor.
Thanos just comes down using the time gem. He goes back in time and just like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna erase this right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna destroy the entire world right now. I just think it'd be more beneficial for me to destroy right now.
I mean, he does have the time gem.
Yeah. Why doesn't he do that?
Why doesn't he do that?
Thanos is stupid.
Maybe it'll be explained in Infinity War.
One thing I didn't understand in Age of Ultron, when at the very end, spoiler.
Who do you think has the time gem right now? Doctor Strange or?
Probably Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm. I
I
know
wanna say
that Eye of
Doctor Strange.
Agamotto. The Eye of Agamotto is an Infinity Gem.
Yeah. I can't wait to see the ending credits. The ending credits for.
You know,
Doctor Strange.
in the comic books, Pepper Potts marries Happy Hogan.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I wonder if they're gonna do that. I hope not.
Probably not, but I wonder. Because I guess they didn't start making. Was she always with Happy in the comics before the movie?
No, it's like a back and forth thing between Tony Stark and Happy.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty lame. Actually.
My music.
So yeah, after Tony's mother and father was murdered by Winter Soldier, spoilers, he kind of devoted himself to basically building things to kind of hide his own pain.
Oh yeah, everybody has a way to
His alcoholism.
But yeah, I mean that's a reoccurring thing for that guy. Like
A little demon in the bottle right there.
Oh yeah. What I mean. I will say though, in the movies, even though, especially in Civil War, it really showed up in Civil War. Like even though like Tony Stark is a bit of like a dick,
Mm-hmm.
like not a little bit, he is a dick,
Mm-hmm.
but you can sympathize with him a lot better.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
One of the things that the movies do that the comic books didn't do for the longest time is make Tony Stark a lot more sympathetic of a character.
oh yeah. Because I remember watching that one scene in Civil War.
The comic or the movie?
No, the movie. The movie.
Okay.
Because in the comic, Tony Stark is an asshole.
Yeah, I don't. And weird thing about Civil War is you're supposed to be on the side of Tony Stark. Like in the end of the story, they just make it. Nope, Tony Stark's the winner. He's the one who was right the whole time.
Oh yeah.
And he's such a douche in the comic book.
Yeah, it's like, why would I side with this guy? But in the movie, especially that one scene in like the little meeting room in the
Mhm.
Shield headquarters, I guess it was. It actually showed like I think in that moment really showed like the difficulty of picking a side with those two.
Mm-hmm.
Even though most people still went for Captain America.
I did.
I would for Iron Man a little bit, just because I'm very biased. I'm a very biased man when it comes to picking
Iron
sides
Man.
there.
When Iron Man is involved.
Yes, when Iron Man's involved, I'm...
It was hard because Spider-Man's like the greatest character ever, so
What?
I had to choose between Captain America and Spider-Man.
Well, he's like... Iron Man's like his biggest idol,
I would love to have a plane that has like this.
What do you like the designer jet plane like he has?
No, this.
Oh, like the lights and the TV and like the...
And the strippers.
Well, they're not actual strippers. They're...
Yeah, I know, but it's funny how Tony Stark just has this.
Well, they probably had those jobs beforehand, and I don't know. I don't know. Still, though, that's a good prerequisite for this job.
The man carries $1 billion in his wallet everywhere he goes. He can have whatever he wants.
That's a big wallet.
No, it's just $1 billion bill. He made it.
He made the $1 billion bill.
Yeah.
He probably put his face on it too.
Yeah, he did. No, and it's just like Iron Man's face, just the iron face.
Iron face, his iron face, Iron Man. Feared.
You know you know what the cool thing about Tony Stark's arc throughout the entire MCU is how it does a complete 180 from the first movie to Civil War.
Yeah.
Iron Man. I was telling you this earlier about how I view Iron Man as one of the greatest on-screen movie characters of all time.
Because of his progression through all his movies?
Mm-hmm. His evolution as a character.
Mm-hmm.
From the first movie, even to the second, to the Avengers, to the third piece of crap, to Avengers 2, and all the way to Civil War.
I will say, in Iron Man 3, where he actually got his heart fixed, like they actually did the surgery on him.
I mean, in real life, that makes sense, but...
I mean, yeah, I could see how he finally did that, but, like, that kind of took away the one thing that really made him him.
No, it didn't take away the one thing that made him him. It took away the one visual element that made him him.
That's what I meant. I mean, he's still him. Not.
I mean, he's
him,
still a
him,
good
him,
character.
him.
Like, I will watch a 3-hour movie of him just talking
Him?
to a boardroom.
Him. Just him. Him.
Yes,
Not
just
him,
Tony Stark.
but him.
Him, her.
Also, it's funny, like, whenever I watch these videos of us and, like, look at back, I realized I really hate my laugh. Like that snake laugh that I can do.
Oh, that makes two of us. JK.
Well,
let's
back
in black.
Right in sync with the music. Perfect.
Now, see, if this were the DCEU, Tony Stark here would be having visions of the future with Quicksilver coming back in time to warn him about Martha.
Martha.
Maria.
Maria.
What's Tony Stark's mother's name?
Probably starts with an M-A. That's all I know. Or M-A-R. Because Martha, Maria, and... No, an M-A.
I think...
Martha,
Hill,
and May.
I'm thinking of Maria Hill. I can't remember Tony's mom's name.
She's not that important.
She is in Civil War.
A little bit. I love
the...
in most of
design.
Iron Man stuff, though, it's his father that's the big deal. Because it's like, I'm doing this for you, Dad. Screw you, Dad. Blah, 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 blah.
He has daddy issues.
Oh, yeah. Huge daddy issues.
That's a big battery he's got.
Oh, yeah. It would have been cool if they did product placement and put Duracell right there.
That would be hilarious.
That would have been awesome.
What are freaking terrorists doing with the Duracell battery?
See, even as terrorists, we need to have long-lasting power. So that way we can do as much damage as possible.
And it's the Ten Rings, too. Like, this organization that kidnapped Stark here in this movie is the Ten Rings. So that was set up for the Mandarin later down the line.
The Mandarin. Quotations, by the way.
Here's the thing that I wish they had done in this movie. The main guy, I can't remember his name, the main leader of this organization that kidnapped Stark, I thought he was going to be the Mandarin.
He would have been a good Mandarin.
Like, he gets betrayed by Obadiah Stane. He gets his organization taken down by Tony Stark. And at that point, he just, like, says, forget it, and just gets rid of all technology and instead goes to mysticism. Maybe he learns under the Ancient One or steals things from the Ancient One and takes rings or whatever and becomes the Mandarin.
I thought he was already supposed to be... Like, I thought he was an Iron Man villain, though. Like, from the comics. I'm thinking of something else, maybe?
No.
Okay. I was thinking of something else then.
But it's not like they don't combine villains in this franchise already.
Oh, yeah.
Because Whiplash in this movie is like Whiplash mixed with Crimson Dynamo.
That is true. Like, Whiplash never got, like, a huge Iron Man type suit. And it really sucked,
and
too.
The origin.
It really sucked because that huge fight scene at the end of Iron Man 2 was very short between War Machine, Iron Man, and Whiplash. I was expecting, like, a big fight.
But instead it's just them, like, high five at a distance.
Oh no, they're so cool. Now I'm gonna kill myself because they're so cool.
Calm down there, Stamos.
Huh?
Alright, let's see.
I farted. What?
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 Whatever.
Only the audience knows what we said.
I heard it.
No, you didn't. Of course, I could try harder and then you could hear it. That was from my mouth.
Yeah.
Refuse.
He's getting tortured now.
Why did you have to pee in the water too?
I actually think they might have done that.
They probably did pee in that water. I'm not making a joke. That's probably their pee and poop water. It's very clean pee and poop.
Swirly time.
The worst kind of torture ever. A Chinese finger trap. No!
It'd be cool if Thor just came down right there because it's in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, I'm just here because,
Here he goes.
Bam! You're saved.
I had a vision about this.
Yeah, I had a vision.
And the electro water.
I don't actually know who you are, but you're welcome.
The water spirits told me.
The water
like
spirits.
in Age of Ultron. Remember those water spirits in Age of Ultron?
Oh, yeah. The water
Where he had the visions of the future, and he had a vision about Vision.
Which is
how he got his name in the movie.
And then Vision even has more visions about visions with visions. Him.
If only Stark had Vision with him right now.
You know, it actually kind of confused me. I saw this one T-shirt when I was at a store. It was a Marvel T-shirt, and it had, like, different faces of Marvel characters. Like, different sections of their faces connected into one big head.
Yeah.
It showed Iron Man, Hawkeye, Captain America, Black Widow, Hulk, Spider-Man, Thor.
Maybe it all just made Vision or something?
And Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider. Out of all the ones I just named, Ghost Rider was there.
Well, why wouldn't he be there?
Well, the thing is, like, honestly, I feel like it would have made more sense to put Vision instead of Ghost Rider right there. Because,
I don't see why. I mean, if you had the choice to meet Ghost Rider or Vision, who would you choose?
Well, that's not what I'm saying. It's
Vision is one of my favorite Avengers of all time, but come on.
Vision's more of an Avenger than Ghost Rider is. That's what I'm saying. Why is he there? I love Ghost Rider. He's one of my favorite.
Who would you rather have on your team? Well, actually, that's a pretty hard choice.
I'm saying it from the point that Vision is more of an Avenger than Ghost Rider is. I love Ghost Rider. He's one of my favorite Marvel
Ghost Rider is
characters.
more iconic.
Probably not as much. Well, let me re-say that because, he's...
If you were to go down the street
and
ask random people on the street if you've heard of Ghost Rider or Vision, who do you think they're going to say more of?
Depending on who you talk to. If you talk to, like, a dude...
Random people on the street.
Well, I'm still saying,
They're
if you
say
talk
Ghost
to,
Rider.
like, a dude with, like, a big black jacket and, like, chains everywhere, he's probably going to say, yeah, I've heard of Ghost Rider. And if you go to like some other random dude,
Are they all jocks? Yeah, I heard of Ghost Rider.
well, I could make him sound more like a metalhead. It's like, yeah, I've heard of Ghost Rider.
It sounds more like a meth head than a metalhead.
Well, who knows? Maybe they take meth too. Anyways,
Don't do drugs, kids.
winners don't use drugs. Except Captain America. That's his whole character, though. Vision. Like I was saying,
Vision is weird.
he is weird.
He's even weirder in the comic books. They simplified his character down in the movie.
And they really did. And they you could definitely see that they were starting the love connection between him and Scarlet Witch.
And I think that was the reason why they killed Quicksilver and didn't kill Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
So they could do that.
Yeah.
Because Marvel can do more with Scarlet Witch than Fox could. But Fox can do more with Quicksilver than Marvel could.
Was Scarlet Witch ever?
I think that's why they just went ahead and killed Quicksilver, so they don't have to do legal battles with Fox anymore.
Was Scarlet
And
Witch?
and that's why you don't see Scarlet Witch in the Fox universe, but you do see.
Yeah.
It's just basically like, you stay out of our hair, we'll stay out of your hair, and we won't use Quicksilver.
Yeah. I would like to see, though, if they would ever be able to work together, I'd like to see Wolverine like in one Marvel movie, like in one like Marvel Studio movie.
Here's the thing about that, though. Wait.
The thing is, though, like they actually take place in like different universes.
So yeah, Hugh Jackman said that the next Wolverine 3, with Mr. Sinister as a villain, that was going to be that this is his last role as Wolverine, right?
That's what he said about another role, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I mean, I want to see him do more Wolverine, but
Well, he's
it's pretty much
awesome as it.
He said the only way that he would absolutely 100% come back to doing to do another role as Wolverine is if it was the Avengers.
That's the only way he'd be able to come back.
That's what he said.
Well, good. That maybe that get something done. That maybe actually get them to work together on something. I was gonna say something.
I don't like it. I don't like. There was this one comic book that made Jensen come back, but as a bad guy.
What?
Jensen.
Who?
Jensen. Him.
Oh, him.
We're watching a movie here.
We're kind of not. I'm like kind of like half watching it, half talking to you at the same time because I've watched this movie multiple times. And
I've seen this movie like 100 times at least.
Oh yeah. Now I remember what I was going to say. I actually found out that the two actors that play as Quicksilver.
I want to see them like get in an actual foot race with each other.
Well,
It'd be hilarious.
Well, the funny thing is, like, there was a movie, an old movie that they were both in. Like, they were both friends in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just thought that was cool. That they're probably friends in real life. I thought it was cool that they both got the part as Quicksilver.
Oh yeah. We live in the golden age of superhero movies.
Yeah, I will say that superhero movies are definitely the biggest thing right now. Superhero movies and sequels and reboots.
And this stupid thing that people are saying about superhero fatigue. No, there's no such thing as superhero fatigue. There's only bad movie fatigue. Every time a good superhero movie comes out, everyone praises it. Like, yeah, more superhero movies come out. And then every time one bad movie comes out, they're like, oh, superhero movies are going to go away forever. They said that about Batman Begins. When Batman Begins came out, they said, oh, it's a superhero movie fatigue. It's going to come in. Guess what?
Well, it didn't come in until the very last movie, so. Very last Batman movie was.
I loved it.
I didn't like it as much as most people, I guess. But.
Yeah, we actually. Why don't you tell them the story about when we went to go see it?
Well, on my birthday, actually, me and Noah right here, we went to the premiere of the movie, and the premiere was actually really cool because what they did is they showed the first two movies before the actual movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really fun to watch because since all of us had already seen those two movies, we got to really enjoy them and like talk with each other during those movies, and it really built up the
suspense.
The what?
Suspense or something.
It built up the hype and the suspense for the third movie.
And then the theater had a technical glitch and they couldn't show the movie.
They couldn't show the movie for at least
Another 30 minutes or so.
Oh yeah, everybody was super pissed. I was majorly pissed.
I was laughing though.
I was wearing my
There were
Batman
a couple
shirt
guys
and the
cursing
Batman
out
mask.
loud, and then
Yes.
that one lady was like, "There are children in here," and then
It's like, there shouldn't be children in here. There really shouldn't have been children in there for the second movie.
no. Yeah, I didn't even go see the second movie when it was in theaters because of how dark it was.
It was not.
But that was the first time I ever saw The Dark Knight in theaters.
That reminds me too, when a lot of like stupid people who take their kids, especially when they saw Deadpool.
There's the real Mandarin right there.
The real Mandarin, indeed. When they were talking about people taking their children to go see Deadpool because like, oh, it's just another.
Yeah.
It's just another
I went
harmless
to go see
superhero
Deadpool
movie.
with my father, and we saw people with children there. Horrible. I mean,
Oh yeah,
it's funny.
It's funny to us, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny to me, but that's
Well, the thing is,
don't take your children to go see a freaking R-rated movie like that.
Well, I can't remember if it was at the premiere or if it was just at a regular interview, but someone was interviewing Ryan Reynolds, and they were talking to him about parents taking their kids to see Deadpool just because they know it's a superhero movie. And Ryan Reynolds plain said, like, okay, first of all, it's not a superhero movie, and hi, kids, this is all the language you're going to be hearing. Fuck, shit, ass, dick, fuck. And Santa Claus isn't real. Enjoy the movie.
Oh man, that would actually be really horrible.
Yeah. I just
mean,
thought,
he's not wrong though.
No, he's not. And that should really teach.
And there was this one person, if I remember correctly, who was petitioning to turn Deadpool into a PG-13 movie. And they got all those people to sign because their kid couldn't go see it because she was like 4 years old or so. And
If she's 4 years old, she still couldn't see it if it was PG-13.
I know, and so yeah, Ryan Reynolds was asked about this, and he told the kids, it's like, it's great that you want to see the movie, but go F yourself. Also, your mom is a whore. That's what he told the kid.
Well, I will honestly say that is a little bit more harsher than what I would have taken, but it gets the point across.
Don't take your kids to see R-rated movies.
Yes.
Also, when I was growing up, I had to wait to see all the R-rated movies.
Oh, yeah.
Just wait, kid. The movie's not going anywhere. And by the time you get old enough to see it, the sequel will already be out, and you can marathon it.
Exactly. Or maybe both the sequels if they make 2 more. Stop!
In the
Name of love. And they all start dancing.
And they all start dancing at the same time. Stop in the name of love. That's the greatest singing voice ever. Turns out that's a piece of vibranium, because you gotta connect everything in the universe with each other.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
They found vibranium because they
stole it from Wakanda.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's also the brother to freaking Andy Serkis.
Exactly.
That's one thing I don't like about the MCU is they feel the need to connect everything, like so much. Everything needs to be connected. It's the one thing I don't like.
Well, that's another.
Not everything has to be built by Stark.
No, but another thing too is it's becoming a way bigger thing. Is they're adding in so many Easter eggs, which is all the connections you're talking about. They're adding in Easter eggs, and I don't mind Easter eggs. Especially if you...
But not when they're hammered in my face 24/7.
No, I don't... Like, Easter eggs are something that you have to watch or play a game...
Over and over and over.
Yeah, until you're like, wait a second. I know what that's
from. Of course, you and I will see those Easter eggs first viewing.
Oh, yeah,
especially... And then I have to painfully explain to my parents what it means.
Especially in... Well, that one was... The one I'm about to talk to is kind of hammered in your face. And Guardians of the Galaxy, when they showed Howard the Duck.
That was funny.
That was funny. I actually stood up. I didn't stand up, but I pointed at the screen and yelled out, Howard the Duck! When that popped up. I didn't realize how obnoxious I was, but I was just like, I know that guy! I understand that reference!
Hey, look at me. I read comic books and you all don't. Suckers! I'm the only one who's going to get that reference.
That actually makes me mad. People who say I love superheroes. I love like Iron Man. I love Captain America. And yeah, I usually ask people these questions.
I love it when Batman joins the Avengers.
Well, I usually ask, like, I'm just going to use Batman as an example. It's like someone saying, "Oh, I love Batman. I love the first movie. I love all the
I mean, you can
Christopher
love the movies.
Nolan Batman.
You can be a fan of superheroes and not know anything about them.
Well, I feel like if you want to call yourself a true fan, you'd have to have at least read one of their comics.
I don't think so. I think you can be a fan of the premise of the superhero, but not necessarily have to read anything about them.
Well, I'm talking about people who go around, like, say someone who's wearing like a
Now, if they say they know what they're talking about more than you, that's a different story.
Well, I'm saying like if they're going around wearing a Batman shirt, Batman pants, like
I'm not going to tell them to stop wearing that stuff.
I'm not going to tell them to stop wearing it. I'm going to tell them like, how about you better understand what you like before you start liking it? Because
No. I say it's cool for them to like it and not read it. I just think if they say they know more than me about the character, then we're gonna have a showdown.
I guess so.
Because I'm a fan of Harry Potter. Never seen a single Harry Potter movie. I'm a fan of Lord of the Rings, and I only recently saw them for the first time.
You should watch the extended version. That's
we are planning on doing commentaries for the Lord of the Rings in the future if we didn't do this right.
Foreshadowing, people. Foreshadowing. Get.
Somehow, I want to turn this conversation into a conversation about you and Punisher.
You want me to talk about the Punisher again?
Yeah, because we never got that video out.
We never did get that video. There was a video that never went out about me
In
basically
ODST.
talking so much shit about the Punisher. I'm not going to talk about it right now because we need to focus on Iron Man.
Hey, look, stuff's happening in the movie.
I love this. This
This is probably one of my favorite scenes right here when these three guys are wondering what's in the room. Something's going on, and when Iron Man comes out. Oh, four guys. My bad. Oh, I love the lights when it lights up.
Oh yes.
Here it is. Here's his hand. Whoa. Oh, that's so cool. You know, I had the Iron Man 1, the video game, on DS, which was better than the one on the consoles.
Yeah.
And this scene in the game is pretty much exactly like this. You're just in that suit and you're just wailing on everyone with your fists and flamethrowers, and it's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
I love that suit so much. I want them to bring back that suit. Like in a future movie, have it in a case, but gold-plated, just like in the comic books.
Yes. I'd really enjoy that.
Have it in Iron Man 4. He runs out of suits. All the suits are gone, and the Mandarin is like right in front of him, and he's like, he puts on the gold-plated version of this suit and has to battle hand to hand.
And I know why it would be called. I know why it would be gold-plated, because he probably put it in like a big display case, saying like, "This is my first suit. This is my inspiration."
Yeah.
This would actually be scary.
Oh, that would be so terrifying. You can hear his screams as he's getting his entrails ripped open and having his blood being drunk by Iron Man.
Just eating every single piece of meat on that guy's body.
I'm coming for his family now.
There's nothing you can do to stop
me. There's not even a body left in that room. Like, if you look back, there's not even a body on the ground.
No.
He's gone.
Wait.
He vaporized. That is hilarious. I love that scene. That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie, where the guy just puts the gun to Iron Man's head and just fires and just shoots himself in the head.
Who threw that piece of paper at me?
Here's Mandarin. Looking like he's going to do something.
Well, he actually does do something. Oh, wait, he doesn't hit him with the grenade. He misses. I forgot.
Yeah, doesn't do nothing. Firecracker. Tank missile. See, this would have been a great origin for Mandarin. It would showcase his revenge, why he would want revenge on Tony Stark. And technology.
Oh, yeah. Especially technology. Because Obadiah's betrayed him. which I saw coming a mile away.
I mean, who didn't? We were kids when this movie came out, and even we saw that.
Because after you see him betray Tony, you kind of see him obviously going to betray.
Is that suit real, or is that CG? I think it's real.
No, it's real.
It's just plastic, though.
Probably, because plastic and foam, so that way it's easier to move around in. Because I know most of the Iron Man suits are actually
we're
real.
completely glossing over that. Jensen is just giving his life away right now.
Oh,
no, Jensen!
Jensen!
We mentioned you once so far.
Yeah, we...
We're so sorry, Jensen. Here.
Oh no, Jensen. Actually,
I'll just leave your body here.
I didn't give a shit about Jensen. I'm gonna say that much. You can call me
this is a great shot right here.
Oh yeah.
Iron Man coming out of the shadows. Iron Man is born. Open fire!
Beast mode. I'm actually wondering how one of those bullets didn't go into his eye hole.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. That's so cool.
Flame.
And the wind is blowing backwards, so when he just opens the flamethrowers, they just go on him.
My turn. Ah!
That would be hilarious if the wind was just blowing backwards, so all the flames go on him.
Yes. I thought this would be cooler.
Yo, if they hit the back of that suit, he's done for.
Oh yeah, which is kind of what this guy's... No, he's gonna hit his leg. He's about to hit his...
But yeah, I want to see this suit return. I want to see it return in a future movie. In an Iron Man movie, not an Avengers movie. Avengers is for all this spectacular stuff.
Have they talked about making another Iron Man movie?
Yes, recently, actually.
Okay.
And they're planning, I think, Spider-Man to be in it. Just like how Iron Man's going to be in the new Spider-Man movie.
I like all this kind of like crossover stuff that they're doing with like the individual movies.
Yeah, because that's what I wanted to see from the very beginning, is that idea from Avengers that now we will see like smaller team-ups rather than big team-ups.
I will say, though, some of the stuff that happened in those, like...
you don't need 50 characters in every movie, but seeing, like, 2 of them just come up with different team-ups.
Anyways, yeah. I think it would have... what was I going to say? Some of the stuff that happened in those movies, like Iron Man 3 or Captain America 2 or Thor 2, some of that stuff I want to ask, why didn't the Avengers assemble?
When the president got kidnapped? Remember that in Iron Man 3?
Yes. Like, why isn't... Where's Captain America? Where's Iron Man and Hulk and Captain America 2 and
well, we know
Thor
where
2?
Iron Man was in Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
He got rid of all his suits, remember?
That was taking place during Captain America 2.
And also, he was in the Avengers Tower because he was working on it at the time. So that's why in Winter Soldier, when they're locking onto all the random people around the world, there's a scene where they lock onto the Avengers Tower and you see a picture of Tony Stark, and you see him in the tower.
Oh, okay. I've only I guess I missed that part.
I think this is one of the best Marvel movies. But Winter Soldier, still better.
By a lot. That was, for a while, that was considered like one of the best Marvel movies.
Now Civil War.
Yeah, not Civil War. Don't ask me that question. Look at all this blood. Get me the hell out of here. This isn't funny.
I want a cheeseburger.
I want some water. Water.
I want an American cheeseburger.
I actually think it's funny. If you go anywhere like Eastern, like in Asia or especially Japan, cheese is really not, like, you cannot find cheese anywhere. Cheese is not a thing in those places.
I'm sure it is. Just
No, it's actually not, because
I'm sure you can find a McDonald's somewhere.
Not really, because one of my friend's brother friend said
Reliable source.
You can doubt me as much as you want, but he went there, and when he came back, my friend's brother asked what he missed the most, and he said cheese, fucking cheese, because like most Asians are lactose intolerant. Almost all Asians are lactose intolerant. Okay, I mean, yes. I'm going to stand back my statement. I'm going to defend
I'm
my
not going to
statement.
say anything. I'm going to have to look this up later.
I mean, go ahead. I mean, then we could actually have like an actual kind of like a argument or debate. That's a better way to say it.
There's the director again.
Damn it! Where is he?
He's driving the car.
Oh, that was Happy.
That's the director. The
That's
director.
the director?
Yes, the director plays Happy Hogan.
I did not know that. I didn't know that. Also, that guy is in he plays a role in Daredevil, the Ben Affleck Daredevil.
Which guy?
The director. He's in Daredevil.
Oh.
Not the show.
Well, he's also going to be in the new Spider-Man movie too as Happy Hogan. Excuse me.
Okay.
You won't be important later. This guy.
You'll
What was his name again? Pill Polson?
Bob. His name's Bob. It's Bob. Hi, Bob.
Yeah, I was not thinking this was S.H.I.E.L.D. when I first saw this movie. Because I wasn't even listening to him. I was like, yeah, this is just some extra guy in the movie.
This is just extra dialogue. This is not really important for
Filler.
later. Little did we know that it would lead to such a huge expansion.
That's one of the cool things. It's like such a little bit of dialogue, and it leads to some of the biggest things out of the movie ever. This movie changed cinema.
By a lot, yeah.
Yeah, because Winter Soldier killed him.
That whole experience changed him right here. Just
You know, it's weird.
bam.
Bill Coulson was just saying how we don't have a name yet, and yes, they do.
Yeah, didn't he just
It's like,
say?
we're still working on the name Shield. We're thinking about Shield. Yeah, you have the name already. We've seen this in plenty of movies in the past. How Peggy Carter set up Shield and named it Shield.
Yeah, we're still working on it. We might want to call it like something.
We may want to call it something along the lines of Secretly Hydra. Not Hydra. That's what we're calling it.
Hail Hydra. Anyways, Hail Hydra.
It's like, Hell Hydra. This whispers
And,
it to
like,
Pepper Potts.
And Pepper's just like, what are you talking about?
Nothing.
and Phil's and like he's just like walking around like, wait, yeah, you guys don't know what Hydra is right now. Hail Hydra, Hail Hydra, Hail Hydra, Hail Hydra.
No, he wouldn't do that.
Well, I'm just saying, like, any person that is part of Hydra right now could, like, since no one knows what Hydra is at this moment, they could probably just run around the street saying, Hail Hydra, Hail Hydra.
Was he Bob from Deadpool?
I'd like to, I'd like to see.
Bob was in the Deadpool movie,
He was in the movie.
but he wasn't Hydra yet. They
He wasn't-
couldn't use Hydra.
No, they can't use Hydra. But it was cool that they tossed Bob in there.
But they're allowed to have just a random guy named Bob. Like, that's not against the rules.
Well, the thing is, like, with any person that's not really a big, like, for anybody who doesn't really know Deadpool, they just saw him as Bob.
They don't know how big of an implication Bob has in the comics.
Oh, yeah. He's, like, a major, like...
He, like,
turning
defeats Thanos.
Oh, yes.
He's like Squirrel Girl on steroids.
Exactly.
Just so overpowered. He's just a little Easter egg. Even in comic books, he's like nothing.
No, he's
just the friend of Deadpool. That's just cool to see.
Yeah. I know they're going to bring him back in the second movie. I can't wait to... Have they said who they're going to get to play as Cable?
Not yet. I wanted to see the guy from Avatar. The military guy from the movie Avatar.
That could work as Cable. I kind of want to get back to talking about Iron Man. Because we always...
Hey, look, Iron Man. Iron Man's doing stuff right now.
Hey, look, Ironmonger.
Right. Oh, he's not Ironmonger yet. Hey,
He's
who
just
would you
regular
consider?
Monger.
Who would you consider to be Iron Man's main nemesis?
I would consider...
Ironmonger, Mandarin, or whatever.
I would consider... I want to say either the Mandarin...
I'd say alcoholism.
Alcoholism, yes. That is
It's a good one.
a major rival the man Tony Stark. Mr.
Tony Stark, throughout all the movies, has
fallen
proved
off
that his
horse
worst
so many
enemy,
times.
is himself.
There's even several like comic book covers where it shows him struggling with alcohol. Like he's drinking so much of it, he's looking at himself in the mirror, and he's like, "Wow, look at this douchebag." He's just like looking back at me. I'm drinking so much, like beer, whiskey, vodka, beer, whiskey, all that stuff.
But Iron Man or Ironmonger or Mandarin?
I want to say, I want to go with Mandarin.
I have to go with Mandarin too. When I first saw this movie, I thought Ironmonger was the greatest enemy to Iron Man, but after reading a lot of comic books, I see Mandarin pretty much been around longer. Well, maybe not longer, because I'm not sure of the times when they were created, but he's done more.
Oh yeah, Stark Industries.
Abandoned ship.
Yeah. Is that an?
Why is she watching that?
Man.
Even I don't watch this stuff, and it has nothing to do with me.
No. Is that an actual channel, or did they just make it up for the movie?
There are channels like it, but
yeah,
I can't remember at the time when this movie came out if there was a channel like that, because I don't know.
Because they usually do get celebrities from TV shows to talk about put in their movies and stuff like that.
It's probably one of those
because it looks like something that
like E! News or something stupid like that.
Yeah, it looked like it'd be on MTV or something.
Would you now find out what's been keeping him alive?
You haven't checked or anything?
I heard about it. Didn't think it was real or anything.
Yeah, I didn't really I didn't really believe you at first, but
let's play a game of Operation. No. This is hard. No, it's not safe. She doesn't know what Operation is?
She was never a real child. She never played Operation Risk or Monopoly.
Bet she never played Mario either.
Never played Mario, Sonic, Pac-Man, or Rayman, or Halo, or anything like that.
Tony Stark just whispers in her ear, "Oh, Hydra."
Hail Hydra. What is that? I don't know. I just heard someone tell me that.
I heard someone tell me that the other day. I just thought it's bad. And he handed me this bomb.
This bomb?
Yeah, it's really cool. Here, catch.
Oh, it was real bomb.
I didn't believe you at first.
Dead.
It makes even noises like Operation.
Yes.
That's my heart. Now I'm going into cardiac arrest. Oh, he is.
Yeah.
I don't remember all the lines from the movie.
And dead. End of the movie. Iron Man.
End of the entire MCU right there.
Exactly. And it even shows the other movies. It's like Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk.
Well, then again, would the Avengers even form if Iron Man died right there?
Well,
if Iron Man didn't survive.
If Iron Man didn't survive,
Captain America would still be around.
Captain America, because they're still working on Captain America during this.
They're working on getting him. Hulk would be brought in.
Hulk would still be a thing.
Thor would still be a thing.
Thor would still be a thing.
They'd just be missing Iron Man. But then New York City would get blown up because Iron Man saved New York City.
Exactly. Iron Man helped save New York City.
And Iron Man...
of course, Avengers 2 would have never happened.
But then again, Loki wouldn't have the Avengers Tower to light up the thing.
Because he built the Avengers Tower, so he would have had to have found...
He needed power and a big building to do it.
He would have had to find some other building.
I'm sure he would have found something.
Something, yeah. So if
Iron Man needed to be around. I guess.
He for reasons he would have needed to be around, and for reasons it would have helped if he wasn't around, honestly.
But in the end, we would have lost. They would have lost the war if it wasn't for Iron Man.
Mm-hmm. Of course, now that I think about it, if Iron Man had died in that scene, I'm getting really serious with this. If Iron Man had died, Avengers 2 would not have happened. Civil War would not have really happened.
Yeah, but those wouldn't have happened anyway because Loki would have taken over the world, and Thanos would have won.
That's true. That's what I was saying. Like, those movies would not have happened.
And
So Iron Man-
you know, actually, you know what? That stuff wouldn't have happened. You know why? Because no one would have stopped Thor from taking Loki back to Asgard.
That's true.
So, if Iron Man wasn't there, none of this would have happened.
None of it would have happened.
Which means the world would have been safe.
In a matter of speaking, yes.
Huh. Stark really is everyone's worst enemy.
He's fixed everything, though. Sure, lots of people have died because of it. but
Sure, I mean, a few 100,000 people have died, but I mean,
they're
I got this
background
cool suit.
They're background characters. Who cares?
Want to listen to some AC/DC?
Some Black Sabbath, Metallica. Well, I think we just solved everybody's problems.
Just kill
World is-
Iron Man.
Iron Man has effectively.
Ruin everyone's life. Good job. High five.
I am sufficiently.
He's still the coolest.
sad now.
He's still the coolest Avenger. He's got the coolest suits.
Well, he's definitely the coolest because he's, in a way, in a matter of speaking, he is the smartest. He's definitely the smartest.
That's up for debate because of Bruce Banner.
Well, that's what I'm saying in a matter of speaking. Him and Bruce Banner are.
He's the smartest, but he doesn't think ahead. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, Bruce Banner's also highly intelligent.
Bruce Banner is more of a think ahead kind of guy because he always has to plan out everything because otherwise, if he hulks out, could kill someone.
I mean, I guess. Well, the thing is, though, like.
You know, what'd be funny. You know, what'd be funny is if Darth Helmet was in the scene, like telling everyone to comb the desert. It's like you go over and you see two guys like, we ain't found shit.
What did you find?
I found a penny.
I found a new poop bucket. I found new poop bucket. New poop bucket.
Hey, look, he's wearing Doc Ock glasses. Dr. Octopus glasses right there. Another reference.
Oh. He's Dr. Octopus.
And the Mandarin. Everything has to be connected.
He's Dr.
Like
Mandarin.
we were saying, they connect all the supervillains. And eventually it's just going to all amalgam to one big supervillain called Dr. Octo, Goblin,
Doom.
Galactus, Anos, Whiplash.
Of Doom.
Of Doom.
With a PhD. Of Doom.
I want to see Doctor Doom in the MCU, but I'm afraid that if they do, that they won't give him the respect that he needs, because Doctor Doom is the greatest Marvel villain, I say, of all time. He is the most tragic, he is the most intelligent, he is the best written.
I'm not going to disagree with you, but a lot of people would, I'm saying.
I will argue with them until the day I die. Stan Lee even says it's his favorite villain.
I love all these practice runs. Right
Like, Stan Lee said that his favorite supervillain he ever created with Jack Kirby was Doctor Doom. Because he said that it was the best character he was.
Well, he's pure evil.
No, he's not.
Well, he's not. Okay,
He's not pure evil. His thing is, he hates the devil. He hates the devil so much, and he believes that he can save the world if he were put in charge, and he has been put in charge multiple times.
Dead.
Like, right now in comic books, he's ruling the world.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right now in Marvel, at the time of this recording of this video, Doctor Doom is ruling the Marvel world.
Or that universe.
He took all the Marvel universes and combined them, and he's ruling the entire multiverse.
Oh, yeah. You told me about that. I remember.
I'm not sure if it's stopped right now, like if they've written the aftermath of that, but as far as I know, Doctor Doom is ruling the world right now. The entire multiverse, I should say.
And so, when, like, he combined all those universes into, like, one planet, basically.
That means the Ultimate Universe, the Old Man Logan universe, the 616 universe, all those universes.
Do all those heroes combine into just one hero?
No, all those heroes are basically little sections of the Earth equates to an entire planet.
Oh wow.
So, but it looks like the normal size of the Earth. But once you go into that world, it's basically an entire world just right there. So all the people are living in the same world.
That'd be cool to see my alternate dimension, like alternate universe me's.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to do that?
What?
Just to see like how the ultimate universe of myself is. Probably not that much different.
You'd
but-
probably be an a-hole. Because everyone in the Ultimate Universe is an a-hole.
Yeah, that's true. I want
A rapist or an a-hole.
I want to see how much of an asshole I am in the ultimate universe.
The only
you'd be
guy
like
in the
twice
Ultimate...
asshole.
The only guy who... The only guy who is not a complete douche in the Ultimate Universe is Miles Morales. That's why I think they tried to blow up the Ultimate Universe
Well, he's just
and
really
just send him into the Amazing Universe with Amazing Spider-Man.
he's just really nice compared to everybody else.
No, he's a good guy though. Everyone else is a complete douche.
Well, yeah, I mean,
If I were to
comparably.
talk like he's the one guy I'd be like, yeah, you're cool. I'd hang out with you. Miles Morales is the best thing that ever came out of the Ultimate Universe to me. Have you seen what Galactus looks like in the Ultimate Universe?
I don't remember. No,
He's an invading army.
that he's an army.
Yeah. He's not a Caucasian man in a purple suit.
Well, I mean, that's not actually what he looks like, anyways. That's
I know,
just
that's-
what our brain can envision him as. And
Yeah, but it's still cooler to me.
that's still cool. I just don't know why our brain has to envision him in some doofy outfit.
I don't know why our brain has to make him look like he's cosplaying for something.
Yeah, I made this whole suit out of like styrofoam and.
Hey, how about we talk about how awesome this music is? Oh wait, we can't because it's not awesome.
what music?
Exactly. See, the thing about this movie is that other than the AC/DC and all the other original stuff, there's not much memorable music in this movie.
They've been recently a lot of movies, especially superhero movies, have been getting really nice soundtracks. Like Guardians of the Galaxy got a really nice soundtrack.
But those are songs that have already been made. I'm talking about original soundtracks.
well, I mean,
Even
Well-
Civil War had a pretty lame soundtrack. Can you hum any song from that movie?
not off the not off the bat.
The only song I can hum to myself is the Incredible Hulk theme and the Avengers theme. Like the Avengers theme went like dun dun da da dun da da dun da da dun, and the Hulk one went like ba dun 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 ba da ba ba da dun 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 dun. See, I can't, but you cannot hum any of the other themes from any of the other movies.
Hey, well, yeah. Well, I mean,
The movie's so good. I'm just saying that. Like hearing the theme now, I can remember what it goes like. Bum bum dun 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 dun
Well, yeah.
dun 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 dun.
I think they definitely created Iron Man's like entire theme and like soundtrack based off, actually, really just based off one song, the song from Black Sabbath, Iron Man. They kind of felt like they needed to make it all sound like metal work type music.
Oh, I love this
Rock.
shot. This is the first War Machine. This is War Machine's outfit right here.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, we're at the halfway point for any of you who wanna, if you're not synced up,
Oh,
which
yeah,
you should
that-
be synced up by now.
Hopefully.
I don't see why you wouldn't be. Hey, Vision.
It's Jarvis right now. It's Jarvis.
I'm just gonna keep calling him Vision. Just to annoy you. Hey, how about that Desolation of Smaug?
It's smog. I don't care what anybody says. It's smog.
Smaug.
Smog. Don't sound it like you have. Don't say it like you have Down syndrome.
Ooh. He's popping his fingers in case you're wondering what that sound is.
What?
That
What?
popping noise.
I can't hear you. Words.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You can see all the... You know, one thing that they never really addressed ever again in any of the other movies is
What?
this scene right here where he goes up, higher he goes, the colder it gets. Remember that was a big thing in this movie?
Mm-hmm.
And they completely forget about it throughout the rest of the franchise?
Well,
I'm sure he made upgrades to his suit, but they never bring it up again.
well, I mean, when in any of his other movies did he ever need to go that high?
Avengers?
Well, the thing is, in Avengers, I don't think he actually went that high.
He went to space.
He went into space, yes, and he threw the missile, but then he stopped moving.
I guess he just was too far away from his satellite. I don't know what happened there.
I
Why
think-
did his suit power down all of a sudden?
Well, his suit powered down because, first of all, he was low on power to begin with, and...
You know what would be really cool right now? Is if he flies by one of these buildings right here. And wasn't there a scene where a kid was seeing him in this?
What?
I can't remember if there was a scene with a kid watching him in the sky.
I think there's like a kid on a Ferris wheel that's maybe watching him or something.
Be cool if that was like Peter Parker.
Yes.
You just see Mr. Freeze in a space rocket from Batman and Robin.
Freeze!
Freeze!
It's ice to see you. It's ice to see you.
You see Batman and Robin just on surfboards flying down from the sky.
Robin! Hey, have you seen the trailer for the new Adam West animated Batman?
Oh, yes, I'm excited.
I can't wait till... That's going to be so funny.
I love how we've been keeping this whole conversation on superheroes the whole time instead of going off into something else. But still, we got Iron Man right here.
Yes.
He could have just killed those people. Could you imagine, like, being before the Marvel Universe as we know it, just driving down the street, and then that comes, like, swerving past your car?
That person's probably crazy right now.
Yeah, I'd be like, what was that?
And then a couple days later, you
Oh,
look
this is funny. When he drops. Because you gotta remember, that suit weighs about 1,000 pounds. Weighs more than a piano, I can tell you that.
Of course, he fixed all that later on, and, you know.
Well, he got stronger roofs is what he did. Suit still weighs way more than any human can carry. The only reason that keeps him the only way he can carry it is because of the hydraulics in his suit.
Yeah.
The same thing that gives him super strength.
I mean, anything, like his...
From Pepper, dick in a box.
Pepper. Huh, I don't have one of those. Psh,
Just throws it out.
Yeah, he throws it in the trash.
Scarecrow is like, oh, I want it. No, that was Tin Man, I'm thinking.
Yeah, Tin Man's the one that needs a heart.
Oh, I get it. Iron Man, Tin Man, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm a stoop.
Duh. Didn't you realize that?
I only now get that. It's weird.
This side of my face.
Look, he's even got a ring on.
Well, is it what kind of ring is it?
It looks like one of Mandarin's ring. It's so over the top with the jewel in it. I love the redesign of Iron Man's suit for the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Now they do the same design for all the comics.
They've changed a lot, especially with Captain America. Captain America doesn't actually have the wings on the side of his helmet.
It's so much better.
They're painted on his helmet.
Yeah, and it's so much better. It looks way better.
And he wears, like, actual body armor.
That still looks like his costume.
Yeah.
It's like what they did with Batman in the Dark Knight trilogies, where they have him wearing body armor, but still looks just like the costume. See, that's what I want to see from Wolverine. Even though he doesn't need body armor.
I think that kind of sucks that in the movie Wolverine that they took out the scene where he looks at his suit.
Yeah, they could have just thrown that in as a reference. You could be like, I'm not going to wear it. But still, at least have it in the movie.
Yeah. And they didn't even at least make it like a after credit scene, which would have been really awesome.
I think what they should do in the future. Hey, look, gold suit. I think what they should do in the future is have, when they reboot with Wolverine, get a new actor in there, have him be introduced to the X-Men as like a professional wrestler or something, like they did in the first X-Men movie where he was fighting in the cage, but have him wear an outfit like a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
And be wearing the Wolverine outfit.
And it looks like his first outfit, like the actual.
And just
first
never
appearance.
have him wear it again. Just have like one scene where he's wearing that outfit.
It
looks like a wrestler outfit.
Who do you think they could ever get to replace Hugh Jackman?
Robert Downey Jr. No, no.
No, when
Nicolas
you get a
Cage.
part in a Marvel movie,
No.
you get stuck with that character.
Nicolas Cage.
He can stay away from Marvel movies. I don't care what anybody
audience,
says.
you didn't see that, but he just like put his finger right in my face, telling me no.
He has been the worst Johnny Blaze.
Nicolas Cage actually did a great job in Kick-Ass. In the movie.
I never saw Kick-Ass.
He does a good job as a superhero in that one. But that role called for that kind of acting.
Yeah.
Johnny Blaze, no.
No, Johnny Blaze is a terrible idea. I actually could have seen...
Now, Nicolas Cage loves Ghost Rider. Like,
yeah.
he's a big fan of Ghost Rider.
He's also a bigger
But
fan of Superman.
being a fan and being the best choice actor for the job are two different things. I'm a big Han Solo guy. Do not hire me to play Han Solo, because I will mess that up.
Don't forget, Nicolas Cage is also a bigger Superman fan.
Right. That would have been horrible.
Even
I would so watch that movie, but I know it would be horrible. Superman Lives. In case any of you don't know, a man named John Schnepp did a documentary on this movie that was almost made called Superman Lives. It was going to have Superman fighting Brainiac. It was going to be directed by Tim Burton. It's going to be weird and wild, and Superman wasn't really Superman. He couldn't even fly. He just jumped really high.
Well, I mean, that's what he originally did, so...
I know, it's interesting, but I've seen the outfit. It looks horrible. It's just the worst idea for a movie ever, but I would still watch it just to see it.
I just can't imagine him as Superman. It's just, Lois.
Lois.
Lois. Oh, no. Kryptonite. Oh.
We're doing spot on.
Spot on Nicolas Cage, I know.
Yeah.
I love it. We are professional.
Hey, look, Iron Man's doing stuff.
Iron Man. Being Iron Man. Tony Stark being Tony Stark. Womanize.
Host, are you womanizing drunk?
Yeah, true.
Can you believe he's not drunk right now?
I wish he could say that.
His life is literally a living hell.
He makes
Especially
it
in
that
comic
way.
books.
He makes it that way.
No. Tony Stark has a bigger connection with Ultron nowadays in comics than he ever did.
Just because of the movie, too.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I actually liked it more. Well, he referenced it in the movie that he based it off Hank Pym.
I don't remember him ever saying that. I read that they were going to do that, but when I watched the movie, I never saw a scene where he said that.
Maybe there was like a piece of paper that said like.
I'll have to
Hank Pym
watch
on
the
it
movie again.
or something.
Because I read somewhere in a news article that they were going to reference Hank Pym in Age of Ultron, but they never did.
I wonder if they're gonna bring back the actor who played as Hank Pym to and like Tony Stark's gonna be like, oh my god, Hank Pym.
Obviously not. Yeah. We all know how he is with
He has
girls.
sex with them every day.
How many kids do you think Tony Stark has?
Huh?
I mean, at this point,
Yeah.
I bet you somewhere down the line, Peter Parker is related to Tony Stark.
Especially with the aunt that Spider-Man has now. That aunt, his aunt is hot.
Wait, I don't
He
like
even
it. I don't like hot Aunt May.
I actually
Makes
think
me
it's
feel
hilarious
weird.
that he referenced that. He's like, "Why is your aunt so hot?" Or he said something like
I
that.
don't like it.
And it's funny too, because like
It's funny.
all the.
I mean, she's more
iterations
like
of-
real life, but an aunt. Single aunt living on a single budget. Because she lives in an apartment instead of a house.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That makes sense. But I'm saying, like, in all the versions of Spider-Man, as they progressed, Aunt May has gotten younger.
Hmm.
I will say, though, the absolute
I want
best
Bryan Cranston to be Uncle Ben. I don't know. I just want him to be Uncle Ben.
I could see that happening. I will say, though...
I want to see them hear the great responsibility line. I want to hear them say it once and never say it again.
The first Aunt May is the best Aunt May that will ever, in my opinion.
Oh, she did a great job. I can't remember her name.
No, she's gonna do the best Aunt May in my opinion.
From Sam Raimi's movies?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. She was the most spot-on performance of the Aunt Mays I've seen so far. Of course, we haven't seen this new Aunt May that much. She's only been like 2 scenes. But, I mean, from right now, she's the best. Like the Sam Raimi version.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember any lines from the Amazing Spider-Man version.
I
think she said Peter once. I don't know. Maybe. I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
I remember Aunt May in the Spider-Man 2 had this great speech about something about living up to your heroes and standing in the rain. I can't remember what she said exactly, but it was this great line, and I'm watching this movie and I can't remember. All of a sudden,
well, we're kind of like,
hey, look, Obadiah Stane made himself look like a bad guy in front of Tony Stark. Stuff just happened.
Yeah, he kind of gave himself away.
Mm-hmm. Hey, by the way, Stark, I'm the bad guy of the movie.
You shouldn't really trust me from now on, by the way.
You got that, audience? Wink.
Wink. Winky wink.
Hey, do you know about this person named Marissa Tomei?
Oh, Marissa Tomei. That must be the old lady that played Aunt May. That must be the one you just said. That we couldn't remember her name.
Maybe.
We were just given some
helpful tips from from beyond the grave.
Well, just from beyond, not the grave.
From outer space. Oh, I love this scene. This scene is great. Right here where he freaks out and he's like shooting everything because he just wants to do something to help the people in Afghanistan, I think.
He wants to be a hero.
Yeah. It's not that he wants to be a hero. He just knows that it's his fault and he wants to destroy all the weapons that's harming the innocent. This is what makes Tony Stark such a great character. His guilt makes him a hero.
Even though, like, everything he's done in every movie is his fault,
this is one of the things that makes Tony Stark such a great character is the fact that you can relate to this. People can relate to the idea that it's your fault. You got to clean it up. You got to take responsibility.
And he's taken responsibility for all his mistakes in all his movies, because actually in every movie it's been his fault. Every single movie he's been
in. Remember Iron Man 3 where he didn't show up for the meeting that one time?
Yeah, that one meeting with that one creepy dude. He was just like, now I'm going to hate you for the rest of my life.
Now I'm going to spend entire years dedicated to your destruction, you meanie.
Because you didn't come and talk to me.
I can't get a girlfriend.
I'm the Mandarin.
Oh, believe me, we're doing an audio commentary on that movie, and I got some stuff to say. I love the first half of Iron Man 3.
First half, yeah.
I love the first half.
I
thought it was going to be the greatest Iron Man movie of all time for that first half.
No. The suit is
hey, look, stuff's happening. Oh, that would be terrifying if you saw that. You were running around the city and saw those missiles hit. What were they hitting, anyway? They just hit a mountain.
They definitely didn't aim them. Maybe there was another little village on the other side.
Maybe there was a village on the other side of that mountain, because from what I can tell, all they did was hit a mountain. Like, oh no, you hit the mountain.
Are you intimidated? We just wasted something we took years to steal.
It's actually a shame that there are still villages and cities that have to deal with this in the real world.
I mean, what's going on right now?
This movie is still relevant today. It touches on some serious, dark subjects.
Oh yeah, there's not just gonna be like a regular one dude in an iron suit.
Yeah, that's the problem though. In the real world, we don't have the ability to be Iron Man or Superman. Like, real soldiers have to deal with stuff like this all the time.
We're getting to a point in our life though where we are getting that type of technology.
Yeah. We can fight terrorism on a whole nother level. Because this is a serious, dark thing. Like, right here, this is all dark. I don't know what that white guy was doing in an Afghanistan environment, but that was cool. That would be cool. If I could have an iron suit, I would straight up go down to places like this and just do that. Tell me you wouldn't do the exact same thing. If you had an iron suit, I'd just be walking down to Afghanistan. Well, not walking. I'd be flying down to Afghanistan. I wouldn't be walking. Oh, I love this scene right here. Why doesn't he have this later on in other movies?
Of course, when I landed, I would have probably been...
This is him murdering people, okay? In all the other movies where he's fighting Hydra, he just knocks them out with his beams or something.
No, he's legitimately killing people.
Yeah, he just shot those people in the head. Like, 5 terrorists right there were just shot in the head.
I can't... It's the thing I like about Marvel. Of course, DC's doing it more now. Is that there's not... Superheroes don't really, like, save people anymore. Like, they don't save their enemies. They don't, like, neutralize them. They kill their enemies.
See, here's the thing. When Batman kills people, I hate it. I absolutely hate it, because that is the biggest pinnacle thing in the stories of Batman, is him not killing people.
He killed people in the Tim Burton movies, though.
Yes, but I've told you about why that's okay, because you know what? He kills the supervillains, too, while he's at it. In the Batman v Superman, he just lets Lex Luthor, the guy who knows all the secrets about all the heroes, go free. Well, doesn't go free, but in jail. And and puts him in Arkham Asylum, where all his enemies exist. So the guy who knows their secret identity is in the place where all your worst enemies are, who break out frequently, might I add. But in the Tim Burton movie, he kills the supervillains. So that's why I have that. But here, with the Avengers are already killers. They've killed people plenty of times in comic books. Hulk kills people all the time. Iron Man kills terrorists all the time. Captain America, he killed Nazis for a living.
Yeah. That was what he was created.
Thor kills people all the time. He doesn't kill humans that much, but he's killed monsters and creatures from other worlds all the time.
Yeah.
And through his perspective, we're just another race of creatures.
And Black Widow is
Black Widow murders people for a living too. Hawkeye kills people for a living. These are all comic book characters who kill people, so them killing people in the movie, I'm fine with. Batman, Superman, those two don't kill people. Wonder Woman does.
I actually would say Superman's one of the people that probably shouldn't kill people more than...
Yeah, because if he were to kill people, well, I mean...
Well, it looks worse on him.
Yeah, it looks way worse on Superman when he kills people. But I understand why they did it in Man of Steel, as a way to show that he'll never murder someone again from that shock of taking a life. That's how I always view Man of Steel, the ending.
I guess so. That's a good perspective on the end.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, though, a lot of the people that Batman killed, especially in Batman v Superman...
just didn't care. I didn't see him care one lick bit.
Well, no, because, for one thing, he's at a point in his life where he was kind of fighting kind of blindly because he was enraged by Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And, but a lot of the killing he did was second-handly. He didn't actually... I
had a great idea for the ending of BVS that I don't want to say here because we're watching Iron Man.
Yes.
Hey, look, Iron Man's doing stuff. People are going to be commenting now like, oh, what about the first issues of Batman where he killed people? Yeah, I know, I'm aware. What about the 1% of the time in comic books where Batman's killed people?
We could make a video on that.
How about I just bring up to you the 99% of the times where he doesn't kill people?
We could make a whole video about that later.
Yeah, this isn't the place. Hey, look, Iron Man's doing stuff. You know, I've been thinking lately about what to call videos like this. Like these commentaries. I've been thinking about theater mode.
Theater mode?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, like, theater mode?
Because, you know, in games, some games have these things called theater mode, and we're watching a movie right now.
Oh, okay. Possibly.
I love this shot. Thanks, Vision. This is my favorite scene in the movie, actually. I know. I think I've said that before in a previous scene, but this scene is my favorite for real. Because at the time, I've never seen a superhero movie do something like this. Have a scene this intense like this.
Oh, no.
Could you imagine if the real military was seeing this? They'd be like, what is going on?
I'm sure a lot of them would be freaking out like, Iron Man! Iron Man! I'm sure.
Well, I mean, in a real world. I'm talking about in the movie real world, but they're like, what is this?
Oh. I mean, yeah, honestly, Iron Man probably looks more like a missile, to be honest.
Yeah, he does. He looks more like a homing missile at first glance, but if you were to take a good look at him like they do in a second, they see it's a man. It's like I would think it's like an alien or something. No, sir.
He just got like super stunned for a second.
Yeah, I would have no idea what to make of that. If I saw that on the belly of like my partner, it's like, what the?
This shit's getting too weird.
That is some strong armor. If that can take a jet.
Of course, the Iron Man 3 armor couldn't do that.
Yeah, of course, because apparently in Iron Man 3, Tony Stark is less smart, and his armor gets taken out by a truck.
I like in the honest trailers for Iron Man 3.
You've seen his armor take on the mighty Thor. You've seen his armor take down a fighter jet from getting hit by. And now see it in its weakest yet in Iron Man 3.
Of course, in Iron Man 3, you get to see less of Iron Man and more of regular man.
You know, I don't even mind when superhero movies do that, where they have them just in their normal civilians clothes, because they're still the superhero. You're still watching the character. I mean, I would still rather be seeing them in the outfit. The only person that doesn't work for it is Dredd. Dredd has to always wear his outfit.
They made reference to Whiplash, by the way.
Oh, what'd they say?
One of the jets was just called Whiplash.
I don't think that was a reference.
I'm sure it wasn't actually a reference, but I'm going to call it a reference. It's my call on it. That's what I want to say.
One of them says, all right, Captain America is down.
Reference! Would you just call me? Beep, 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 beep.
You know, when they did this with his face in the suit, how they get those shots is they laid him down in a like a massage chair.
Yeah.
And they just they take the camera and point it up. Like they put it down, they point it up, and then they get the shot like that with the green screen. And the directors just whisper things in their ears, in his ears, and he just repeats it. Hail Hydra. And it just says, Hail Hydra. And and the reason why Tony Stark throughout all the movies doesn't use a lot of science terminology, like a little big words, you know?
Yeah.
Is because Robert Downey Jr. doesn't believe Iron Man would talk like that. And besides that, he doesn't know what it means.
No, because Iron Man's just, like, he is smart, but he's just
He's one of those down-to-earth smart people, where he puts things on a simplified level.
Yeah. Oh, shit. She found out.
It's probably not the worst thing that she's caught him
doing.
No,
these.
You don't want to know what holes these are for.
This is my Swiss cheese armor.
My Swiss cheese grater armor.
Exactly.
There's Mandarin. Terrorists. There's the real Mandarin right there. All right, so this is the scene we were talking about. Well, in case it wasn't obvious by now, yes, Obadiah Stane is the bad guy.
Just look.
He's basically Lex Luthor for Iron Man.
He gained all his knowledge from
Who do you think would win in a fight?
Tron universe.
Lex Luthor or Obadiah Stane?
What?
Lex Luthor or Obadiah Stane? Who would win in a fight in the robot armor?
Who is more bald?
Mr. Clean.
He would win. Totally.
I'd say Lex Luthor would win with his armor because it's meant to fight Superman. Meanwhile, his armor is meant to fight Iron Man.
Of course, his armor has a helmet on it.
Yes, but Lex Luthor's armor has a force field on it.
Yeah.
Look, 10 rings in the background right there.
Oh my god.
Yes, no, that's actually supposed to be the 10 rings.
Oh, yeah, I know. Did you ever see the death battle of Iron Man versus Lex Luthor?
I knew Iron Man would win. Spoilers.
Yes, Iron Man wins.
We have a common enemy.
We both avoid tax.
See, this is why I'm saying that if he was the Mandarin, it would make so much sense because he would have a reason to hate technology and Stark.
We both hate the chip and we both have a common enemy. Whenever we go to stores or anything, we both hate using the chip on our
We both have a
debit
common
cards.
enemy. No one wants to make toys out of us.
I have a toy of him.
Of Raza? Right
Yeah.
here?
It's like a little Lego. It's
See,
not Lego.
see, it'd be
but-
cool if his face was like deformed, so he has to wear like the Mandarin mask. Because I don't think he's dead.
No,
That-
he's not
That doesn't
dead.
kill people. That only stuns them.
What?
Obadiah Stane said. But since he took Stark's heart out, he thought Stark was going to die.
Oh, yeah.
See, he's not dead. He's just stunned. And while his men are going to get killed out there.
I want to know how his men did that, though.
How they managed to capture all of them without making a single noise. They're obviously Foot Clan.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are officially part of the Iron Man and MCU universe.
Well, I mean, they did get their powers from the Daredevil serum. This thing that blinded Daredevil.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a little fun fact in case you guys didn't know that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are a parody on Daredevil. And their origin, like, if you go back and look this up, I'm serious now, look this up. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles got their powers from the same chemicals that gave Daredevil his powers. I'm not even joking. They're not in the same universe, but still, that's how it works.
It's the same ooze, which is hilarious. Because I just thought, like, the stuff they gave Daredevil his powers, I kind of just thought it was, like, just, like, some type of acid or something.
It is. Marvel had nothing to do with the origin of the Turtles.
Yeah.
Tony Stark is gone full Iron Man right now. All he cares about
Except this
is
movie.
fixing his mistake. I would love to have that hanging on my wall. That iron suit right there.
What?
That iron suit.
What about it?
I'd love to have it hanging on my wall.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to have... If it was... You know those things... I've actually
Is that a
seen them-
hickey on his neck?
What?
You see his neck?
It looks like a ring.
What was that? What's that supposed to be?
It's like some weird tattoo or something. Oh, it's probably a scar, actually, maybe.
From a bullet?
No, it's probably from where the first time he was wearing the suit.
Hmm.
Because maybe he wasn't wearing anything on his neck. I don't know. You guys can rewind back and see.
And
what
then
it
come
could
back.
be. But,
We'll be waiting. No, we won't.
what? No, I said you guys.
The audience.
The audience, when this movie's over, like, they can rewind and watch it.
So, yeah.
This scene's intense.
So, yeah. We're
This is
We've
where
been-
she has
we've
sex
been,
with Obadiah's.
talking for a while, and we haven't brought up who was Ray's parents.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So, who do you think Ray's parents are? Let's just bring that up randomly out of nowhere.
This is I think
Obviously, Boba Fett.
Boba Fett and Jar Jar. They had a
Mhm,
good
yeah.
relationship.
Power
and
couple.
they thought they'd work together. Somehow they created a female girl.
Yeah, it's still better than that stupid theory about Emperor Palpatine being the father.
Being Rey's father.
You haven't heard that theory?
I have not heard that theory.
It's so bad.
Who would want to have sex with? Yeah, I am the Emperor.
Could you even imagine what that would sound like?
Yes, I'd like to do
Yes, do it. Do it. Do it.
It would be so creepy.
Let my dark side flow. through
Oh
you.
man, please stop. Just stop. He just made it bigger. That's all he did. You know, when you're talking
I
to your
would've think it would've
employer,
been fu- it
maybe
would've
you
been
should be
funny if
speaking
they-
in English. I like how you just have a button to say translate, and it's dubbing over him too. What kind of technology is that?
That is like high. And it's like this is just like
And
regular
in the same
technology.
and in
too.
the same actor's voice too. What?
I don't know how that was done.
So
That is like.
what's going on in this
Why
neck of the
isn't that
woods?
type of technology available to other people? Like
Probably is in their world. I don't know.
Jeez.
I'm just imagining him entering the door like, so, what's going on in this neck of the woods?
you're obviously stealing my stuff, so.
I should probably show you right now.
I'll
So,
just
you
zap
like
you into the
cranberries?
Tron universe and you'll be over with.
You like whiskey? Creepy.
Yeah.
like that's gonna fool him.
That's not really hiding much, honestly.
And look, he's just like, oh, I was just here to look at your screensavers. Don't mind me.
Well, this is Tony's office.
I was just in his room to look at screen. What are you doing in the room then, Obadiah?
It's just like Tony walks in. It's like, you guys are invading my personal space. This is like my room.
He walks in and she's watching My Little Pony. Oh no, he might see.
I can't let anybody see me watching this. No.
Was it even around during 2008?
No, not the new show.
Okay, I've never seen it.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
I don't care if someone else is a fan though.
Huh?
I don't care if someone else is a fan though. It's fine.
What?
I'm sure it's a fine show.
It is to some people.
You never got into it.
I never got into it, and I never will get into it. I could
Wow.
Total rant on
rejection.
this. What?
Total rejection.
Oh yeah, I could rant on this, but not right now. It's not the right time to rant.
Like literally everyone just dislikes my video immediately.
There's like 2 videos right there, just me ranting on My Little Pony and The Punisher.
I forgot. Hey, so you told me about how much you love Punisher.
We're saving that for something else, okay? We're not doing that right now.
Okay, bye.
Hey, you're fired. I don't like you. You're fired. He's technically her boss.
Is he really this stupid that he just fell for that?
No, he knew she was doing that.
He obviously didn't, and only now he realized he knew he was up to she was up to something.
Well, yeah.
Oh, look, it's Shield guy. This guy won't be important later in the story. It's so weird how they managed to slip that in. It's like such a big thing.
Oh yeah.
It's leading to something so big,
It's leading to great things.
and it's like I didn't know that was a Shield guy. There's no way to tell. It's just a
No.
normal guy. See, this movie was the movie to save Marvel from its financial trouble. Because they were in some deep shit with their money. Because they were almost bankrupt. That's why they had to sell off their characters to other studios to make money.
Oh yeah.
It's not that they shared it. Like I hear this from people all the time asking why they don't just share their characters with other studios. Like, oh, here you get some characters and you get some characters and oh, you want some Spider-Man? Here you go. No, it doesn't work like that.
No, it's really terrible because when it comes to like product, like for the product, it's really hard because like
People have been asking about why doesn't Warner Brothers share their properties with other studios? No. They're not going to do that and not have the characters for later down the line with movies.
no, because if they share it with another studio or another company or anything like that, that company's going to turn around and say, "Well, we'll let you have it back for like this much money.
Mm-hmm.
We're not even going to let you have it back. We'll let you use them for this much money."
Like with Hulk. Hulk is still owned by Universal Studios, but they're just letting Marvel use them for X amount of time. That's why we're not getting a Hulk movie right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At the time when they separated all these characters, I can understand why, for money reasons. But now it's kind of making them hard to make crossover movies and stuff.
Here
like
comes
that.
creepy guy over here, stunning Iron Man.
Oh,
Oh, just wait till you see what I do with this invention. Now pull down your pants.
it's kind of weird that
Yeah.
that
How
device.
does he have a device for that?
He has an exact device just to pull that out.
How? Where did he get that device?
How did he know how to
How did he know the exact freaking
diameter?
for the suit, and it just happens to be perfect, and it's just made specifically to remove Iron Man's chest hard. Who would? What?
I don't know.
Who built it? Did he build it?
It's for plot.
You're forgetting that he also built a super soldier, Obadiah.
You know what he should have done? Is he should have like taken the heart out, kept those earbuds in, turned on that like sonic thing, and just left it in that hole. That's what he should.
Yikes! I mean, he if he had a do-over, I'm sure he'd do that. But I mean, he wasn't thinking that was going to happen.
No,
he's
he
thinking
thought
he's
he-
going to die.
Yeah.
He's like, I got your heart. I got your heart. Hang it, like swings it over his head, like
Just
jingling keys.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
He just spins it around in the air, like woohoo!
Woohoo! Toom. It goes through the window. You got another one of those, right?
Now Hulk just smashes the window. Because the Incredible Hulk takes place at the same time as Iron Man 2.
I mean, that's
So right now
That's-
he's in another country, actually.
yeah. He's in. I still want to say the Incredible Hulk is not a perfect sequel, but it is a sequel to Hulk.
It's not.
I want to say it is.
It's definitely not, but that's okay if you say it is because it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't really matter, but I want to. I say it kind of is.
Did you know that there's a rumor they're not going to do this? They are not. I'm 100% sure they're not going to do this, but there's this rumor going around that Wesley Snipes is going to play Blade again. But if he does, that would make the Blade trilogy officially canon to the MCU.
Really?
Well, I mean, if it's Wesley Snipes playing Blade,
I guess so.
but they're definitely not going to get him to play it. I would like to see Wesley Snipes play Whistler from the Blade movies. You've seen the Blade movies, right?
Yeah, no.
Oh, well,
I've not seen any of the Blade
I'm
movies.
gonna have to show you one day.
All I know is
Because that's like one of my favorite movie franchises of all time. Is that?
well, all I know is Wesley
Blade movie.
Snipes and Ryan Reynolds are in him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's in Ryan
He
Reynolds.
He plays Deadpool in the movie basically. If you watch Blade Trinity, which is the third movie, he's Deadpool. He practically is Deadpool in that movie. He acts just like he does in Deadpool.
He is just perfect for that role.
Mm-hmm. Not a Green Lantern, but definitely a great mercenary.
What if he had pulled that down?
And it smacked him in the head.
No, it didn't smack him in the head. He opened it and
And
managed
it
to
breaks.
pick it up, and he picked it up and he turned it around. It said the perfect replica.
Like it's a dog or something. I can hear my dog, in fact, outside howling right now.
I can't, cause like I'm hearing Noah's wonderful voice and the movie at the same time. So
Yes, my wonderful voice. My deep, wonderful voice. I'm just gonna talk like this from now on. How long do you think would actually take to build that thing? Just a week for him?
well, I mean, he has like multiple scientists working for him.
Yeah, I know, but I mean that would take longer than a freaking rocket ship to build.
Because the way he made it, yeah.
And also another thing, here's James Rhodes. What was I about to say? Tony!
Tony!
I've been thinking about having some plastic surgery for the future. What do you think? Oh my gosh, Tony!
Tony, are you okay?
What do you
Tony!
think? What do you think about this Captain Planet outfit I've been working on?
You think it's gonna work out for me? Tony, what do you think? What's not gonna be enough, Tony?
All right. Here's Shield coming in with literally no men whatsoever, like 9 guys, even though it's all of Shield.
that is all of Shield right now.
This is the entirety of Shield right now in this movie universe.
Where do they get Shield operatives? Just like
They have an
retired-
entire helicarrier.
Well, I'm saying like, do they get like Shield operatives? Are they just like retired veterans or something?
I think what it is since SHIELD is a public organization that people know about, you can apply for it.
Okay.
See, in the comic books, they're a private organization not run by any government. Like, not owned by America, not owned by Russia or China or whatever. They're like a private organization, but in the movie universe, they made them work for America like a CIA organization. Which is weird, but it's okay. Because, I mean, it makes sense. Because
Yeah.
they gotta afford it somehow with taxes.
Yeah. I mean, they have, of course, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, just like Batman, Tony Stark pays for everything.
I love the scene. Excuse me. I love this scene where where Rhodey looks back and is like, "Next time, baby." Right? We know there's not gonna be a next time.
No, not for you, Tony.
Wait, hold on. Here it comes. I was so excited when the scene came on. I was like, yes! Next time, just as soon as I get my plastic surgery finished. Captain Planet, motherfucker! Just rolls off.
Yes.
I love that Captain Planet video on YouTube. If you have not seen Captain Planet with, what's the name of the actor? Don something, I think. Don Chino? What was it?
I don't know. We'll see in the credits in a little bit.
No, we won't.
Are we not
He's
going to watch
this movie?
What?
I'm talking about the actor who plays War Machine now.
Oh, War Machine now.
Don
No.
something, I think.
I like the Captain Planet from the Robot Chicken episode. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's hilarious. You need to watch that.
Captain Planet.
He sees like one dude.
Like, I like how he's running around this facility, like, as stealthy as a ninja. Like, no one can hear him running around, going forward, and he's in this giant metal suit.
Doom, doom, doom.
He's like one of them turns around, and he's hiding under a barrel. Like he's got his head poking out, and he's like, "You don't see me. You don't see me.
Turn around.
He got all these chains and everything, too, and they still can't find him. How are you going to hide a giant metal suit like that and no one sees him?
I don't know. I guess just looked like something else. I don't know.
Yo,
Damn.
I would be terrified if that was coming for me.
Well, hell yeah, you'd be terrified.
That was a pretty cool shot right there. It looked just like when Hulk was chasing Scarlet Witch.
I was about to say, getting chased by him is
Like getting chased by the Hulk, only
Yeah.
not as bad.
not still scary, but not as scary.
The Hulk is way scarier.
Yes.
Because at least with the Ironmonger over here, you can escape him. Like, you got a tank right there. Look at those tanks just perfectly right there that you could use. Well, I mean,
Oh yeah, just jump into that tank and then it'll.
you'll magically know how to use it.
Oh yeah. Don Cheadle, War Machine. That's his name.
Hey, I was
Another-
right. It was Don Cheadle.
Yeah, you were right.
Our magical voice from the sky just told us. Why even commit murder? Why? You got this weapon. Do you really need to break all those laws too? I mean, would before
Why
he
did-
murdered those people in the facility, could he get arrested? I can't remember why they were chasing him.
Well, hold on a second though. This would be more beneficial for him if he had actually, instead of trying to prove that he's better than Tony, is sell that suit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, get people to make more of it.
Yeah.
Make more of that arc reactor he's got in his chest right there, and then you got yourself $1 billion.
Exactly. He'd
Move
be
to a different
rich.
country.
He'd be rich and not dead.
See, this
Spoilers,
is the
he
problem
dies.
with supervillains wanting revenge.
I don't like this family, by the way.
Why?
Just what they're about to do.
Oh, yeah. It's like, you jerks! There's... Now, it's because when this movie came out on DVD and we knew about the Avengers going to be a thing, I just imagined, like, darker colors, darker palettes in this movie, but with the Avengers. Because this is a very darker paletted movie, like, not as bright and colorful.
No, the Avengers movies, especially the first one, got really brightly colored.
So I always imagine what it would be like to see, like, these super mega powerful people, because in The Incredible Hulk, it was a dark palette too. So I was just imagining people like Captain America and Thor and Spider-Man in this universe. Because at the time, I thought Spider-Man could just be in the movies, because I didn't realize Sony owned them, or Fox owned X-Men, or whatever.
Yes.
I thought the world was perfect back then. I cannot believe we live in a world where movies like Ant-Man get made.
I know. I want to say this again. When Ant-Man came out, I'm surprised anybody really got happy about that.
Oh, I love this scene. You know why? he's like, I made some upgrades of my own, and he goes like 2 miles an hour trying to fly up. It's like,
Well, he's
I'm
just
coming
like,
for you eventually. He's gonna run out of. He's like,
He
look
drops
how
back
slowly.
down.
He's so heavy, he just drops back down slowly. Like, I'm gonna get there eventually.
I didn't calculate for the weight.
Do you know how much fuel he's burning up from being that heavy?
Like, you gotta think like the size of the fuel tanks for those are probably in the legs.
Right, but they're not nearly large enough to hold that weight. Look at him going like 2 miles an hour, and somehow he magically catches up with Stark. Oh, and another thing I love about this movie is when they fall. Oh man, when they fall and they're perfectly fine when they hit the ground. Even though when War Machine in Civil War fell not nearly as high as these guys, and he's like got paralyzed from the waist down.
He has to go through physical therapy and everything.
Yeah, I thought the suits were supposed to protect you when you hit the ground. I mean, they show here.
Well, War Machine's suit should have protected him even more.
Hmm.
Because it's meant for war.
It's not meant for Earth, though. I mean, even though he's Captain Planet. I'm just...
I was betrayed by my own Earth. You know, I always thought that was funny. Like all the kids in that movie, or in that show, they had the rings like fire, like wind, water, like earth, love,
Hard. It's hard.
heart. It's like, you are the lamest. I'm going to be honest. You're the lamest.
Have you seen the nostalgia critic movie Urban Knights, where the Captain Planet heart ring was the key to saving the world?
I have not seen that.
Of course, would you use that hand?
I guess he forgot that. He forgot that somehow.
Tony Stark, mad genius here, everyone.
That's another
And
thing.
he gets taken out by a hug. Look at him.
Why doesn't he grab that hand that's vulnerable?
Oh, I do like how he's being ingenuitive here with the flares. And does he have his unibeam? Is his unibeam ready?
What?
Is his unibeam ready?
I don't know.
I love how we've gone through this whole commentary and barely ever even talked about Iron Man.
Oh yeah, we've at least talked about superheroes.
Hey, look, Iron Man's doing stuff.
Hail Hydra. It'll ask for vocal recognition. You say Hail Hydra. But you have to whisper it.
I think her contract's up. That's why she wasn't in Civil War, but they just used it as a way to...
Yeah.
I think it works better that she wasn't in Civil War at all. It would have taken time from the movie that didn't need to be taken.
Yeah.
And we get it. We get it. All right, shoot him. Shoot him with his helmet off now. Shoot him with those missiles you had in your shoulder blades earlier.
Yes. Well, maybe it wouldn't work because that's where his targeting system is.
That's true, and he does upgrade it later in the other movies. This is the most grounded Iron Man movie ever. This is the groundiest one.
The groundiest, earthiest one. The most downest.
And yet it
to
doesn't have
earthiest.
Captain Planet in it. Anyway, so this is you can actually see this kind of technology in the real world. But by the time Avengers gets along, it's just science fiction. Like there's no way you could get.
Well, it has
technology
to
like
start
this.
getting a little ridiculous because what they're going up against, they're gonna have to start making some stuff that's like just crazy.
I get it. It's just it gets to a point from where it's just from when it's science fiction to science fantasy. Although that Hulkbuster armor is really cool. I don't know why they called it Veronica. Just call it Hulkbuster. We don't know what it is.
They kind of sucked in the Iron Man 3 when they kind of showed the beginning of the Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
That it kind of just got destroyed instantly.
Yeah, everyone. Remember when Iron Man 3 trailer came out and everyone was like, oh, "It's the Hulkbuster! It's the Hulkbuster! Look, the Hulkbuster's gonna be in the movie." And then when we also watched the movie, it's like, it's not the Hulkbuster. Everyone got so excited that the Hulkbuster was gonna be in the movie. It's like, no.
Well, when the Hulkbuster was in the in Avengers
Hey, look,
2,
Iron Man's doing stuff. Oh, another giant light is flying in the sky. Get
He's going
ready,
back to the
kids.
drawing.
This is gonna be pretty much every single movie in the MCU ever. There's gonna
This
be a
is like
giant
the-
light flying in the sky.
it's like people are gonna be looking outside their house, just like, another one. Damn it.
That's like a thing in the MCU. Like, there's always got to be a giant light flying in the sky. So weird. Avengers, Thor: The Dark World. Wait, did Thor: The Dark World have one?
Maybe. I don't
It's
know.
hard to tell. Thor had one, I know. Not the Incredible Hulk, but Iron Man 2. Nah, not Iron Man 2.
No, not Iron Man 2.
And he
Tony!
just dies right there.
Tony!
The world is safe because he just dies right there.
Exactly. The world would be safe. Me being an Iron Man fan, I would say the world would actually end up being safer in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
This is the last time we see Rhodey, like, look
I'm
like this.
also, well, you guys
Who
are not-
is Titanium Man?
Titanium.
Yeah, there you go. Titanium Man. Titanium Man is actually a villain of Iron Man's.
Oh, yeah.
He's not a very interesting villain, so I don't care if he's ever shown up.
Well, a lot of Iron Man's villains are the same thing, just like him fighting.
They're all technology based,
all like giant suits.
except for Living Laser and MODOK.
Mo-
I want to see MODOK and Living Laser in a live action.
I like Living Laser is probably one of my favorite Iron Man villains.
He's such a tragic villain, though, because he wants to stay alive, but he sacrifices his life in order to save the world.
yeah.
By the end of it. So yeah, Living Laser is a great character. He's not even a villain. He's more of just a victim, if anything. Because in the end, I mean, he wants to stay alive, so he tries to steal technology in order to keep himself alive. But when he realizes that he's going to pretty much destroy the Earth from him blowing up or something,
Yeah.
he goes off into space and
Sacrifices himself. Yeah.
Mm.
We're still working on that name.
somehow. And then Nick Fury just pulls him over. It's like, dude, it's Shield.
Yeah, but I thought it'd be cooler if we called ourselves like,
Hammer.
Hammer. We call ourselves Hammer. Like,
How about Sword?
or how about like Nuke, Atomic? Like let's call ourselves Atomic. That's like so bad.
I was making two references to other Marvel organizations.
I know. I was just going off on it.
I wasn't sure if you realized that because Hammer is owned by Osborn.
I know Hammer's Osborn. I don't know.
Hammer is Shield. That's
Yes.
owned by Osborn, and Sword is. It's weird. You figure Sword would be a thing in the MCU by now because the aliens. Sword is basically an organization that finds aliens, like space aliens.
Yeah. I was about to say I don't really know much about Sword.
Well, Spider-Woman works with them. Why is Spider-Woman not in the MCU? She's a great character. She could
Well,
hold her own movie.
They'll probably
put her in after Spider-Man gets to.
well, they're probably going to give her a movie, especially nowadays where they're trying to make women more prominent in things.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to make her a movie.
What do you think about this? Him saying the last line. At first, I was mad, but I'm okay with it.
I mean, I was mad at first too, but that's because I was used to the fact that all heroes kept their identities a secret.
But not all heroes make sense to keep their identity a secret. That's why I'm okay with it nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
For Iron Man. Besides, does he really need a secret identity? I mean,
With the personality he has, I don't think
it
he
doesn't
would care.
it doesn't make sense for Stark to be like. They do make a good reference to the bodyguard thing in this movie.
Yeah.
Because in case you didn't know, audience, Iron Man's secret identity was like Iron Man was the bodyguard to Tony Stark, just like Spider-Man is right now to Peter Parker. In comic books, Spider-Man is Peter Parker's bodyguard because Spider-Man's a billionaire right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it makes no
Spider-Man
sense.
needs to protect the one little reporter or that.
No,
no,
he's
the
not a
photographer.
reporter. He's a scientist.
Scientist. Sorry.
I am Iron Man.
I liked how pissed she was sitting in that chair over there.
I love this song. Do 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 down 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 down. So that was our audio commentary, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed us.
I hope you
Not
enjoyed
talking about
listening
Iron
to
Man.
our lovely sounds of our voices.
I hope you all enjoyed us. How we totally did not talk about Iron Man, pretty much ever throughout this commentary. But we hope you enjoyed it anyway. And so yeah, what do you think about the movie?
I will say what I usually say. It's definitely.
Hey, there's a 10 rings right there.
10 rings. Bam.
Hey, is that War Machine? Is that War Machine right there?
That's War Machine, yeah. They're showing like all his other armors that he's working on, basically.
Oh, I love this outro. So, what do you think about the movie again?
I was about to say, I will love this movie forever and ever because, like I said,
This
Iron Man
movie
is one
brought
of my favorite.
superheroes to the golden age. Well, technically, Batman Begins did, but this movie cemented it.
Yes, this is definitely Iron Man's best movie in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. To me, it's Civil War, but you know that's more of an Avengers movie.
That's more of an Avengers movie.
Hey, the shield, like right there, there's Shield.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that as a kid, and here's the thing: my brother told me you're gonna want to see the ending, the after credits scene to movies, because at the time, after credits weren't even really a thing; they were just like a little Easter
This is
egg.
what really got it started, though.
Yeah. After credit scenes weren't really that big for all you kiddies out there who think that's a normal thing. No, you know what? This is like a relatively new thing that movies do. After credits have existed before, but they weren't expected. They were just little tags at the ends for in case the directors want to do something funny or something.
Yeah. Now people kind of expect it because now people think, oh, this is just a thing that has to happen now.
In superhero movies, especially.
And
So when my brother told me you gotta see it, like he didn't even talk to me at all between when he told me
Stan Lee as himself.
That's awesome. But I didn't even catch Stan Lee in the movie. I forgot we didn't make that reference. Anyway,
we're too busy talking.
Yeah, he must have showed up and we weren't looking. So yeah, when he told me he wouldn't even talk to me until I went out to go see this movie with my dad. And when I saw the after credits scene, I stood up and my mouth was just dropped to the floor, going, "What does it mean?" What about the first time you saw it?
After I saw it was actually after I watched the ending credit scene to Incredible Hulk.
There's no after credit scene, but there's an end credit. There's an end scene.
There's an end scene.
Because this movie was out at the same time as the Hulk, but this movie came out first.
Yeah.
A few weeks first.
But
You'll never see that again, by the way. Marvel's not going to have two movies out at the same time like that.
No.
They just needed to have those movies out at the same time so people know that they're serious.
I saw it after I saw the end scene for Incredible Hulk.
So what'd you think in Incredible Hulk?
I was just like that's the guy who plays Iron Man. And then I went back and watched Iron Man. And then I watched it all the way through and I saw the ending scene. And I was like, whoa.
It's like, what? What? Wait.
What's going on? I don't know what to think.
I gotta go home and read a comic book. Take me home. I must know.
I gotta read as much Marvel as I can. So what'd you think of the movie? You asked me, so I ask you.
Love this movie. Like, Iron Man was never really a big top-tier superhero until this movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to a comic book fan, you know who Iron Man is and all that. But to the average person, it's just a guy in a suit.
Yeah.
This movie made Iron Man one of the most popular superheroes of all time. And for good reason. It's a good movie. Before this movie came out, no one really cared about superheroes or the superhero genre as a whole. I mean, the only superhero that was really popular was Superman. Batman, I meant to say.
Batman, yeah.
Batman with movies. Batman is like the only movie superhero that really got any attention. All the other superheroes are just for the comic book geeks and the nerds and the little people.
Yeah. And now that superheroes have become such a big thing, like, you see so much propaganda and, like,
this movie made science cool.
Yes. It makes a lot of people actually want to be, like, engineers and, like, work with machines and, you know. jump.
Oh yeah. And Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. What a great choice.
He was a great choice.
You know, now, normally I don't really like it when they change like ethnicities for the movies, but I was okay with it because all of that really matters is the good actor, right?
Yeah, that should only be what it relies on, unless it's a character that really doesn't fit with a different ethnicity.
Like basically, if you were to make Black Panther a white guy, it'd make no sense.
No, because that's not like he's from Wakanda, which is in Africa.
Uh-huh.
So it wouldn't make sense for him to really be a white guy.
Well, it's because in the whole entire comic book series, that's kind of how he's always been.
Yeah.
And Nick Fury as a black guy in the movie, I'm fine with that. Besides, that was in the Ultimate Universe. I mean, weren't we just talking about how we hate the Ultimate Universe?
Yeah, and how everybody's an asshole.
Yeah, but Nick Fury's kind of cool looking in that universe. And the eye patch is on... Isn't the eye patch in the movie on the wrong eye? No, wait, no. Is it?
Isn't it
remember.
on his right eye?
I'm thinking of Deadshot in the Suicide Squad movie, aren't I?
You might be.
Because I know Deadshot's is on the wrong eye with his eye thing.
Yeah. I actually didn't notice that until you just said that.
I've been noticing it. I'm just wondering why no one else on the internet has bitched about it.
Well, maybe they did notice it, but I guess maybe some
No one
people-
cares. No one should care.
No one really should care. And by the way, it's kind of cool. But in the new Injustice game, they announced Harley Quinn and Deadshot are going to be in the new Injustice game.
I mean, I expected them to be.
But the funny
Now,
thing
what
is,
about Cyborg Superman? Is he going to be in the game?
no,
Damn.
no. But I think it's funny. The only reason Deadshot's in that movie,
You know
in that
me.
game, is because
You know, I love
Suicide
me some
Squad.
Cyborg Superman.
What?
Cyborg Superman, one of the coolest bad guys in Superman's Rogue Gallery.
I'm a bigger fan for Bizarro.
I love both.
I love both too.
Hey, by the way, audience, it's okay to love both Marvel and DC.
It's okay. Picking sides is, in some cases, kind of
Only when you're
close-minded.
making a joke about it, when you're not being so freaking serious over stupid it's a comic book character. Come on.
I like to agree with people who say that the heroes in the Marvel universe are really intense depth and just very interesting, and the villains in the DC universe are very interesting, have very big depth to them.
Oh, here it is. It's coming up. Anyway, I was talking to someone on a comment. I said, as much as I don't like the theatrical version of BVS, I
Yeah.
liked the action and the drama and the acting. And they said, oh, you're just a Marvel bitch.
What?
I know, right? Anyway, here it is.
After credit scene. We're watching the after credit scene. Watching it. It's really interesting.
He says that line so much better.
Oh yeah. He just wants to. I want him to walk into the kitchen and pick up something and just say this.
What if I
is
told
a
you
tasty
about
burger.
Organization we're putting it together called Hydra?
Hydra?
We like to call ourselves the Justice League,
We like to call ourselves the Defenders.
the Teen Titans, the X-Men,
The
West Coast Avengers.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Right. Anyway, that is
good.
it for our commentary, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. And you got any last words, Jacob?
I don't believe I have anything left to say on the matter.
So yeah, we might do this again sometime.
We're
I hope
definitely
you
going to be
enjoyed it.
doing another movie sometime. Might not be Iron Man, but who knows?
Right. So I guess we will see you all in the next video. See ya!
Bye.